ooh. Are we in this thing? Is the melanin on? Yes, it is. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your girl, Miss P. I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing much better. The last couple of days, your girl been under the weather a little bit. Y'all jumped in last week and said, duh, Miss P, we want you to do the videos. Let's get it. So yeah, I'm about to record for the podcast. If you do not listen to Another Word with Miss P, I need y'all to get on into it. I don't just review Real Housewives of Atlanta. I do What You Say Happen Nows over there. I also do some This Is Us, because it's wrapping up. It's random shows that I'm watching. I pop up over there and do that. It's everywhere that podcasts are streamed. Wherever you like to listen to your podcast, Another Word with Miss P is there, okay? Yeah, go check that out. So yeah, let's go on and get into it. Make sure to go ahead and like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and follow me on my social media at MissTP90, and that is including TikTok. Without further ado, while you're in a clapping mood, let's go on and get into it. So we're gonna start with Sanya. She's getting her house together. I mean, her sister Shari is there and her mother. And then she divulges to us that 9 folk live in there together. I said, wait. It's her husband, her son, her mama, her daddy, her sister, her husband. And they got 2 boys. That's 9 people in a household. How many square foot is this? This is, it's a hell no for me. Personally, I have to do a lot of people's energy in doses. I can't do different energy all at one time. Even for like Thanksgiving, Christmas, I get it. People just come on in, but then I'll be like, what time are they getting ready to go? Because, people, when they come to your house, they doing what they do at their house. Okay? But then the funny thing, I was talking about this with my husband the other night, and we were just saying, you set the tone for your own household, the energy, whatever. So if somebody walk in and they like, oh shoot, it's real zen up in here, like the shoes is over here. We take our shoes off. Yes, you sit down. We sit down. We don't sit on the decorative pillow. No, you don't. At my house, that's just how that is. People don't sit on the decorative pillow. Don't do that. I've never understood that when people come over. They sit on the decorative pillows or lay on them like they in their bed. Like, I've never understood that. Or just walk into somebody's fridge. Like, I don't get that. I've never understood that. Like, you didn't buy not a piece of grocery and you all up in the fridge. I don't get that. Especially if you're a guest. Honey, I didn't tell you. Yeah, go on in and get you something to drink. I come from a house where, would you like something to drink? We have this, and this. Let me go get it for you, okay? All right, I'll be right back. That's what I come from. So, a lot of times it's your upbringing, too. Now, granted, with Sanya, they've done that for a long time, and I get it. I get it for her household. She and Ross, they're super, super busy, and they need help with their son. So, child, sometimes the mama and daddy ain't available, because I didn't know her mama was her manager, but then you got the sister coming in, she doing hair. So, honey, they need all the support that they can get. I totally understand it, and everybody's situation is different. And they started arguing over a beef patty. I said, see, honey, that's too much damn energy. You arguing over a beef patty. Okay. Anywho, we are at Sheree's, the chateau. Kenya comes on over, Christina Aguilera. We finally see the interior, but then I was like, no, I feel like I've seen this before, and it was the truth, because you remember when Kenya was creeping in the basement a couple years back when Sheree wanted everybody to come over to the chateau, but the basement wasn't done. She's giving me basement bar. I loved it. Girl got a whole massage room. Yeah, I loved it. I was here for it. It was worth the 80 years that we waited for it. Everyone is enjoying Kenya right now. That's what they're saying. I didn't say that, but everybody's liking her new energy. And yes, energy is everything. It's very, very true. They start speaking, of course, about the gala. Sheree was like, I could have worn my joggers. And I was sitting there like, no, you shouldn't have. But I get it. Sometimes people tell you, you need to wear this, and this. You get there and you're like, honey, I could have worn what I was wearing to work today. Here comes the bone collector telling Kenya what Marlo said about her, specifically the white fridge, Lisa Ray's Range Rover. And here goes Kenya in Kenya fashion. I don't even know Lisa Ray. In perfect Bravo 8 shit. I'm trying to tell y'all. They put a little picture up there. Lisa Ray. Y'all done took pictures and shit. I'm sitting here looking at her like, Lisa. Well, granted, I don't know who you know, girl. I don't know. But fellow bone collector Sanya is FaceTimed in because she was there. But I mean, she didn't really add much to the conversation, in my opinion. Drew left her phone at the gala. How the hell you leave? Anyway, Sheree then picked it up, and she sent her assistant to pick it up. And who happens to be Sheree's assistant? I said, wait, how? That's too much. He was bringing bones too about Sheree owing money and telling her personal business to Drew. Now, personally, I feel like when you get an assistant, aren't you, especially in those circles, aren't you supposed to ask, who have you been an assistant to? Who are you assisting currently? And what do you do during your days? Because if you working with me, this one, and that messy one, you're messy because that's too much energy. Of course, Sheree is like, I mean, I only use him summer, spring, fall. Like, I don't use him all the time. And I'm sitting here like, girl, you pick your jaw up off the floor. She really thinking in her head, what the hell he done told Drew about me? They start talking about Wreck-It Ralph's entanglement. I said, and here goes Kenya and Sheree. That's what Drew need to be worried about. I said, honey, that's the truth. Anywho, it's time to go to Drew them house. They're having dinner and they start talking about Le Archive and how, you know, they enjoyed their evening. And then at dinner, she brings up Kandi's comments about the assistant. And he was like, I fired her. And she was like, so y'all don't talk anymore. He said, look, I didn't say we don't talk anymore. I said I fired her and we're not doing business. Drew was in her confessional saying he loves to confuse me. He's not confusing you, girl. He is not confusing you. He lying. That's the biggest thing. Ain't no such thing as confusion. If a man is talking in circles, giving you riddles, saying, you remember? No, I don't remember. You are lying. That's just how it is. He still want to have his cake and eat it too. Wreck-It Ralph, just shut up. Yes, he is the true definition of a gaslighter with the match included. Okay? Then he says, if you want me to never talk to her again, you say it out of your mouth. I said, that's prime manipulation. He should have enough respect for his wife and his marriage and not do no dumb shit with an assistant. And y'all on national TV. Well, granted, I don't care if y'all on national TV. I feel like people should have enough respect, especially with how shysty men and women can be. Oh, like I don't get that. And she was like, I mean, I'm not telling you to do that for you to resent me for things later on. And he's like, oh, honey, I've resented you for many things already. And I'm like, oh my God. And then he walks off. I was like, honey, I can't sit with them at dinner for too long. Like, they literally make my head hurt. And they got that nice caterer, a personal chef coming in, making their food. Enjoy your food, ma'am. Sir, and I know they're doing this for TV, but I'm like, ugh. Now we're at Kandi Cane's, and she's handling business as per usual. She's doing Broadway now. Did y'all hear about Jesse Williams and his thing-a-ling? I think I want to go to New York. But anywho, she's talking about Todd, about the schedule, and he was like, yo, why you acting like you do all this stuff alone? And she was like, I mean, I'm just saying, when I leave, the flow is interrupted. And he was like, yeah, you be leaving for months and you don't think the flow is interrupted? Like, what? If I leave, you think the flow isn't interrupted when you go for months on end? I was like, ooh. So then she was like, when I'm gone, it's for work. Why? Wait, let me do it in the Kandi voice. When I'm gone, it's for work. Why you going to Miami? Todd said it just as straight as a board to hang out. I said, oh, you figure out that Todd is not a part of the Broadway show. So, of course, when she's going to Broadway and doing things like that, I guess he feels left out. But I'm sitting here like, y'all got Blaze, y'all got Old Lady Gang, y'all got plenty shit to do, sir. Kandi Cane, she ends up not wanting to finish that conversation about why he just wants to go, to Miami just to hang out, and that's just it. I was like, y'all not gonna finish that? Oh, anyway, so then they figure out that they need to finish the house. See, a lot of stuff is undone. Ew. Speaking of homes, Todd has a Jersey condo with his ex. Well, long story short, he ended up having to pay it off, and now it's his, and he's gonna rent it out, I guess. I don't know. And she was like, my name's not on that. And he was like, my name ain't on this house. And I was like, oh, they got a lot they got to talk about. Because I'm sitting here like, y'all making all this money. Everybody thinking y'all hand in hand whistling and shit every day. And y'all arguing over the pool not being done. He got a house or a condo over in New Jersey. He mad because his name ain't on shit. Like, it's crazy. I can't. I just can't. Kandi and Marlo are talking about Monty life. And yes, for Kandi saying, I mean, you can still have a work ethic and have your kids set up for greatness at the same time. I so agree with that. I feel like it really starts with the parents. When you bring a kid into the world, they're a blank canvas, blank slate. They just picking up And it's on you as a parent. And what does your child see every day? If they see you sitting around not doing shit, not giving a damn, not caring about them, what do you think they gonna do? And do you instill in them how important it is to be successful at anything that they're doing? It don't have to be, oh, you gonna go out here and work. It has to be like right now, like be the best at soccer, or, you know, do your best. You have to instill that in kids, or they're gonna be like, I ain't doing shit. Or do you tell them it's okay that you quit? It's all right. You ain't got to do it. Like, because then in life they think, I ain't got to do it. That's not life, sweetie pie. You can't tell the people, I ain't going to pay my rent. You're going to be out on the street on your ass. That's just how it goes. Kids out here, they got phones. Don't let the internet go out. It's crazy. And for my own son, I'm sitting here like, Lord Jesus, it's a lot. It's a lot. If you don't work hard for what you want, life is going to sit you on your ass. And it's going to laugh at you at the same time. That's just how life is. And parents shouldn't be surprised if they don't want to, if your kid don't want to do much of anything, if you didn't make them do nothing. And granted, yes, kids should have their own mind and, you know, say what they would like to do. But that's the key. Say what you want to do. If you ain't saying shit, we have a problem. But a lot of kids nowadays, I mean, everything is so accessible. You got Google resources, like, and still don't want to do nothing. It's crazy. So I can understand where Kandi's coming from, but I can also understand where Marlo is coming from as well. It's like, honey, I can't give them everything. But then I'm looking at Kandi like, why not? They're around all of this. Like, that's the thing. I feel like kids, even adults, you should be exposed to the best. Because once you've had the best, you don't want to go back. Or you like, oh no, I'm gonna have the best. This is what it is. I think that's very important. So I agreed with both on different sides. Whoa. Marlo just came out of left field. I thought we were having a great conversation until she was like, I mean, I thank you for the monetary support with the boys. I mean, you're the only one that really does that, but you haven't invited us over for a movie night or nothing. And I'm sitting here like, maybe you should host a movie night? What the hell are you doing, Marlo? Kandi was like, I mean, you have to be the type of friend you want. I said, and that's the truth. Have you started a movie night? Then maybe Kandi or Kane will have one of those lady gang or something. I don't know. How you gonna tell somebody? You haven't invited us over to your house. Excuse you? Ew. The fellas meet up. It's Todd, Wreck-It Ralph, and Ross. Don't you miss the days of the old Real Housewives of Atlanta men's? Y'all remember that? It was a lot of them. But anywho, they end up talking about the assistant. When Wreck-It Ralph opens up his mouth, here goes Todd. Here come the bullshit. I was like, thank you, Todd. You can't find no massage therapist in Atlanta. I said, you can't? Thank you again, Todd. Todd kept calling this man out on his bullshit, and I so appreciated it. And then he was like, I mean, I'm a man. Thank you again, Todd. We're going to start using that for everything. I'm a man. So they were roasting his ass. Marlo, it's time for homecoming for her nephew, Michael. And I think it's so important to make those moments the best moments, because you're not going to have those moments again. So I thought that was so special that, you know, she went all out for him. I thought that was great. And I appreciate Marlo, of course, for telling more of her story. And you can see why she goes so hard as a Monty. Wreck-It Ralph has a surprise for Miss Drusadora, and he going all out, honey. It was a cute gesture. I have to give him that. They're sitting down for dinner, right? And she was like, I want to make sure we don't have these high highs and super low lows. I want to say, Drew, they ain't even brought out the lobster yet. You ain't even sip on your drink yet. Enjoy, girl. I want to deal with our problems on a deeper level so we can be healthy for each other. And that's true. It is. And he was like, yes. And now I feel like the order in my life is God, me, you, the kids, and then everybody else. I've been a people pleaser and before, and I can't do that no more. Drew said she really stopped saying how she felt so she wouldn't get the wrath of Wreck-It Ralph. And that's when everything went downhill. I kind of laughed because I was sitting there like, where this coming from, Wreck-It Ralph? He was like, I would prefer to have a great night and use the rest of our stuff for marriage counseling. So he basically told her, look, girl, this gonna go downhill if you keep going down this hill. Girl, enjoy the lobster tail, take some pictures. You got your titties all sitting all up, okay? Boing, boing. And then, you know, it's a time and place for everything. I'm even learning that as a wife. It's time and place. I can't talk about crazy shit and you taking me on a date. Like, I need to just shut up, enjoy the date. And if I want to talk about some stuff, we can talk about it another time, another date, whenever we have our check-ins. That is something I'm learning, but in my head, I'm sitting there looking at her like, when the last time y'all went somewhere? Like, enjoy the night. And he was like, I mean, if you value this, great. If you don't value it, fantastic. And I was like, see, you putting your foot in your mouth and you making it even worse. Both are making it worse. It wasn't just Drew, it was him too. And she was like, no, you make me feel special. It shows me that we can make it. He was like, this shows you? It shows you? I said, ooh. I was just looking at him like, Wreck-It Ralph, he be changing colors fast. And he was like, I mean, I'm going to schedule you with Dr. Ken on how to speak to men appropriately. And I said, whoa, Wreck-It Ralph. See, the foot was in your mouth, but now the whole ass is in your mouth. You're doing it and it smells. You're doing a lot. And out of nowhere, he was talking about Dr. Ken and what Dr. Ken said. And she said, well, Dr. Ken had called you a maniac at one time. So we're just going to talk about Dr. Ken. And that struck a huge nerve with Wreck-It Ralph, because he was like, do you know the definition of a maniac? I am not a maniac. I mean, just going in. Then, of course, Drew started crying because, I mean, he's at a wall. You can't get through to Wreck-It Ralph no more. And then he's like, are you ready for dessert? Looking straight ahead. It was just so sad. I was looking at that whole scene like, damn. He went to go wipe a face, came back and still said, can we just please have a conversation? And he was like, doing stuff for you is just not the move. And I was like, ooh, it was like jab, jab, jab. And she was still wanting to talk. I said, girl, you better than me, honey. Yeah, it was so sad seeing that. Wreck-It Ralph, you're an ass. You're a huge ass. Drew, timing is important in everything. I'm learning that. But at the same time, you should be able to get your feelings out and feel valued. Your feelings should feel valued. So I get where you're coming from. But at the same time, damn, Wreck-It Ralph. But yes, y'all, that was the episode. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Down below in the comments, let me know. What did you think about this episode? Let's talk about it. And we'll see you on another video. Peace, love, and all that good stuff. God bless. Bye.